Well, my name's Emma VanRooyen, and I'm running for council in District 2. And this here is my friend Mike.
And I live here in District 2.
Oh, we came to Mike's. Mike's going to ask me a few questions so that we can sort of do a get-to-know-me thing and a video so people can see who I am and actually get to see my face instead of just reading what I have to say. And then he made us tea, which was really nice. So we're here having tea together.
Cheers to tea. Yeah, political kitchen party. This is awesome. Young people, yes, generation. Obviously, that's a big part of your campaign.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear more about that. And if I'm not mistaken, you kind of look at the young families, young people from two sides. There's local economic issues keeping people here, and then the second thing is people's disenfranchisement, if I can say that,
yes.
with politics in general, municipal politics. And trying to mend those wounds, I guess, with the young
Absolutely.
generation. So, two questions, I guess, kind of baked into there is one, as a potential councillor, how would you see building the local economy to address the that particular demographic?
Well, I think that it's really important that we support small business because small business is a huge section of the economy here in Kings County, and that's really where our jobs are going to come from. There's been time and time again where industry will come in and people will become reliant on it and then it will pull out. And not that there's a problem with having industries here as well. That's very important too. But I think that's really important to support our local business because then we're supporting local people as well. And you're saying about disenfranchisement with the political process. Well, yesterday my friend Shane and I we were campaigning, going door to door, and this woman, I knocked on her door, and I always ask, first thing, do you vote in municipal elections? And she said, no, I don't vote. And I said, well, so why is that? Like, why don't you vote? And she said, well, I'm a mother of 5, a single mother, and I feel like people make so many promises, but me, I don't feel like I'm ever impacted by them. She said, I just, I rent, I don't own property, and nobody really cares what I think. And that was really, that's pretty much sums up why I want to try and engage people, is that people don't feel like anyone's paying attention to what they have to say, and I really care about what people have to say. And not just, Generation Yes is about engaging young people, but it's about engaging anyone, everyone. And that means, the people who do get out to vote, but it also means the people who haven't necessarily felt like politics represented them. And I feel like I could bring a different kind of politics to the table than the one that they feel has been leaving them behind.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that. I mean, I know that one thing that you've talked about during your campaign is participatory democracy, which I think is a really exciting term to me.
Yeah.
What does that really mean, in terms of engaging the citizenry of the Kings County?
Well, participatory democracy is I don't want to get too into kinds of democracy, but there's representative democracy where you elect somebody to represent you, and then participatory democracy is a kind of that. It's just that you make sure that you engage the community and you ask people to vote on issues and to give you a sense of how they feel about decisions before you make them. So instead of just going in with, this is how I feel about the issue and I'm a councillor, so I'm going to vote this way or that way, make sure that you have some kind of a form. You could do it through social media, you can do, actual face-to-face meetings is another way to do it, which is, it's something that I like to do, but online might be a little more efficient sometimes.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
And actually get people's opinions and hear what they have to say about things before I make a decision. And that's the participation. And it's a challenge. It's always a challenge to get people to come out and get involved. But I think that all you can really do is put it on the table. You're willing to listen, and then leave it up to people to access you. Make yourself accessible, and then people will hopefully come and talk. So that's the participatory part of that.
Right on. That's great.